I was talking to Jay, ZL4JAY, yesterday after we'd been doing an activation, and we're talking about, he was talking about 80 metres and how difficult it is to get on 80 metres. And it's true, I've got the same sorts of challenges here. 80 metre antennas just take up a lot of space. And I thought, well, I mean, the other option is, of course, is to use a random wire and let the tuner sort of take care of it and just sort of hope for the best. And I thought, well, it's all very well saying this. I should really try it. Now, what I thought we'd do is we'd try and check into the Alpine Fault Net, which is on this evening around 8 o'clock, or 8:30 on 3605. So in the morning, it's the first Sunday of the month. In the morning, it's on 40 metres, and of course in the evening, it's on 80 metres. And I thought, well, I mean, if you haven't got a lot of space, then really you're limited to perhaps using some sort of vertical setup. And so what I thought I'd do tonight is try and check into the Alpine Fault Net using the sort of setup that you should be able to almost deploy really anywhere. So I'm going to use my 10 metre mast, and what I've done is I've got like 12 metres or so of wire wrapped around that, and we're going to use a 9-to-1, and I've got a counterpoise, and we'll see if we can check in. Now, I mean, we could test it in other ways, but like an actual check-in for an actual thing is actually probably as good as you're going to get. So we'll do that. I'll just show you what we've got and what I've done to the mast. Now, we've used this sort of technique in some places when we've done activations where it's been like not a lot of space to activate. So it's well, let's just say it's not pretty. So what we've got is 10 metre mast, and the wire, I'm hoping you can see, is actually just coiled around the mast starting from the top. So what I do is when I'm putting the mast up, I had a little bit of tape. I just put it around the wire, which is clipped to the top, and as I wind the mast up, I twist it, and so it coils around the mast. You can't really, you sort of see it better from there onwards. So it's just like a big coil, really, I suppose, a 10 metre coil. And then down here we've got the 9-to-1. I've got the counterpoise here. I'm not using all of the counterpoise wire that I normally use. I'm just using a short length, just running across there. I stuck it on the VNA, and this gives us about 4-to-1. So it'll be fine. Tuner will be perfectly happy with that. There'll be no problem at all. I've then got the coax going to the choke, and then onto the G90. So we'll use the G90 20 watts of tonight, and we'll see if we can check in. Now, verticals are kind of not ideal for this sort of thing in a way, because it's vertical's got a lower takeoff angle and it's better for longer distance, but this is 80 meters, and I'm confident. I mean, this is unusual for me, I know, but I think this is going to work. We did check in, remember, the last time another time with the mag loop, and that was from the same location. I mean, that's a great alternative as well, but completely impractical. You're not going to hump around a mag loop in your bag to quickly deploy. And as we found with the JBC12 versus mag loop portable sort of testing, is not really fantastic. Although this would have been a good test for that as well. But I mean, this is the sort of thing that this setup we've got now is the sort of thing that it's easy to set up. Only took a couple of minutes, and it's a similar sort of gear that what I would use for an activation. So I think it will work. I guess we'll find out, won't we? So yeah. Well, let's wait to 8:30, and then we'll see. Now, I will tell you though, you better wrap up warm, because 8:30 is going to be freezing around here. So maybe you bring a hot drink or a hot water bottle, or I don't know, a sleeping bag. It's not going to be nice, and it's going to be dark as well. So there might not be a lot to see. Anyway, look, I reckon we'll be right. I'll talk to you soon. Okay, so it's just starting. Good luck. I don't know how we're going to go. We'll see how we get on. So just about to start the check-in, and a little bit of fading already we've heard.
All amateur stations located within New Zealand and operating off-grid at the time of calling. Alpine Fault Net, this is at L6 Echo Quebec. I'll commence with check-ins now from the Marlborough and Nelson region. If you're located in Marlborough or Nelson, your call sign please. Over.
Zulu Lima 2, November Echo Bravo.
Zulu Lima 2, Golf Bravo X-ray. Acknowledging ZL2 November Echo Bravo and ZL2 Golf Bravo X-ray.
Right, so at least we've got the check-in part done. So that's worked. Now I'll just pause this now, and I'll come back when we get the signal report. So just wrapping up the roll call part, and now the next part will have the exchange with our details of our station and giving a signal strength. So we should be fairly early on that. ZL6 Echo Quebec, ZL2 November Echo Bravo. My name is Nick. I'm a field station. My closest town is Blenheim. PRS is not monitored. And you're 5 and 7 with me here, over. I suspect, Peter, it's something like 6 degrees. It's, yes, I'd be happy to not be out here for too long, thanks, over.
Thanks very much for taking effort and getting into the field tonight. 6 degrees, that's getting just a bit cold. I'll let you get away. Thank you so much for checking in. ZL2 Golf Bravo X-ray. Good evening, go ahead, over.
Right, so 5 and 8. 5 and 8's... I mean, we're not going to get much better than 5 and 8, are we, really? Realistically, that's pretty good.
Greg, Golf Romeo X, and I give you a 10 over 9. And over.
So this vertical works fine on 80 metres. Now, Peter's in Canterbury, or the station he's operating in is in Canterbury. So that's great for us. So at least we can get as far as that. So there you go. Anyway, we've managed to achieve it with just 12 metres of wire and a 10 metre mast on 80 metres. Functional, at least. Jay's been listening to us in Masterton, and he's able to hear us okay. So at least it's certainly better than nothing. Anyway, a little bit of an experiment, and pleased that it worked. You take care. See ya.